What's going on, beautiful people? So as you can see by the title, Karmelo Anthony receives 35 years in prison, eligible parole after serving half the time, 17.5 years. Now, well, you know what? Let's play the clip first. Let's just play the clip. Let's play the clip. If you guys do me a favor, hit that like button as you come in and share this thing out. And let's get this underway. Let me know where you're watching from.
Pretty breaking news to give you right now. The jury has sentenced Karmelo Anthony to 35 years behind bars after finding him guilty of murder. I'm told that he is eligible for parole after he serves half his time. The jury had the option to give him as much as 99 years behind bars. But again, they have chosen to give him 35 years. And I do want to mention, we showed you those protests, a bunch of supporters out here. They've erupted again. Pretty shocking. This is a direct quote. I just heard one supporter say, quote, "Those twins," meaning the victim and his twin brother who were there at the time, are, quote, "domestic racist terrorists." So pretty unbelievable, Jesse.
All right, well, only.
So why say that? You know, first off, it's fair. That is a fair judgment. 35 years is fair. And if you do good, you know, you're out in 17 and a half years, you're still, you know, in your prime. You know, whereas Austin Metcalf, rest in peace, he's never going to get his life back. So, you know, sad all the way around. Sad all the way around. But why the hell feel the need to put that? You know, why say that? It stokes the flames, you know, because there are people out there saying some real messed up stuff, bro. Real messed up stuff. I got that video of that lady, you know, saying what she said. And it's from, who shared this? American Papa Bear over on X. It's right here. Check this out. This lady, man.
They should have both been arrested.
They should both should have been dead. The both Frank brothers. Both should have been dead. Yes,
She said that they both should have been dead. It's people like that. See, when I made that video that people got all mad about, you know what I'm saying? That there's a lot of people on Facebook anyway that got mad at this video that I put out talking about people like this and the other people on the other side of it that say the other things about Karmelo, right? And the video went crazy. It's gone viral, right? And these are the people that I'm talking about. And they're like, you know, you're saying that Karmelo just made a mistake, and they totally missed the whole point of the video, right? They're saying that I'm saying that it's just a mistake. It's not, it wasn't just a mistake in the sense of how you're trying to put it out, right? What I meant was Karmelo let his anger and his pride and his ego get the best of him. He made a mistake once he did that. It allowed him to carry out a killing, a murder. Now we could say murder factually because he's convicted of murder. The young dude committed murder because he was angry, because his ego, because of his pride. It wasn't because of fear. And I've said that. And there's people on both sides of this that just don't understand, bro. They just don't get it. And then the guy that's making the video, American Papa Bear,
Oh man, the level of ghetto in this video is like max level. We got this woman here saying that Karmelo should have killed both of the brothers. So not only should he have killed Austin, but he should have killed Hunter too. This woman has no tie to the Anthony family, I'm guessing. I don't know for sure, I'm just speculating, but just a random black woman out here saying that this other white boy should have been killed too. What the fuck? I can't wrap.
I feel that. That's crazy, man. What the fuck is the correct response? Like, that's crazy that you could say that. You know, and then it comes from people being so caught up in their color. There's so many people in today's society because of social media, not because of what's happening in the real world. You ain't running into racist people on the streets unless you like run into, you know, what's that Fed group, the Patriot Front, or you run into like the Black Hebrew Israelites, them niggas are racist as hell. You know what I'm saying? That's it. But not to the point where, you know, I don't know what the hell. I don't even know why this woman would say something like that about kids. Austin Metcalf and his brother, what's his name, Hunter? They kids. They're kids. When Karmelo Anthony did what he did, he's a kid. He was a kid. Now justice is served. The guilty verdict done came out. They sentenced him to 35 years, which is more than what I thought. I honest to God thought they were going to give him a 20 piece. They hit the boy with 35. Shane hit it on the head. He said it. He was like, they want to give him 35. We don't kill people in Texas, or you don't get away with killing people in Texas. And he was right. You know what I'm saying? And I got to say, the people that need to be looked at is the person that was counseling the Anthony family. Who the hell told Karmelo Anthony it was a good idea to go and not take a plea? I was going through some of the testimony today. Bro, I didn't even realize this part. I didn't even think about this. What I was seeing on my Twitter feed was everybody was saying, oh, Karmelo Anthony never stood up. Karmelo Anthony stayed sitting down. And it dawned on me today, well, then how the hell did he stab Austin Metcalf if he never stood up? That's a lie. Obviously, it was a bunch of people reporting lies. The counsel to the Anthony family was obviously telling them lies. Oh, yeah, this is straight self-defense. There's no way around it. It's self-defense. No. Bro, there's no way. If the kid lightly pushed the other kid, there's no way that he gets stabbed in his heart from a push. What happened was he stood up and drew that knife, bro. That's it. That's all that you could conclude from it. And in no way, there's no way that you could really portray it as anything other than he meant to do harm. I don't think he meant to kill. You got some of these people on here talking about Karmelo Anthony's a racist and he killed the kid because he's white. No. He's just a kid that did something very stupid out of anger or ego or pride or whatever. Either way it goes, it was wrong. And the council, boy, I'm telling you, who's the dude that was standing out? Let me see. Let me find this video of this dude, bro. This dude's standing outside the courthouse. Where's he at? This Negro right here. Listen to this. Y'all got to hear this. You got to hear this.
Oh, very clearly that a black boy was allowed not one black soul on a jury.
And what the hell would that have changed, bro? What would that have changed if it would have been a black person on the jury, bro? You needed what, like somebody that's going to be there and just say, oh, he's not guilty because he's black? Everybody got to look at the evidence, bro. And I'm telling you, as somebody that if I was in them shoes, I'm going to tell you right now, they had black people that was there, right? If I would have been one of them black people that was there, I'm going to tell you right now, bro, I would have said something to make myself not be a part of this jury just because of how profile the case was, and I wouldn't want to be a part of it, just knowing the little things that I did know. You know what I'm saying? You can't fault the anybody for them not wanting to be there. Some of them probably kept it a buck and was like, they did. Some of them did say, man, I can't see myself convicting a brother. At least he was honest, because if it would have been a dishonest dude, he would have been like, he had that in his heart, like, I can't see myself convicting a brother. So no matter what, you're going to go in here and get him off, right? At least he was honest, because he's like, that'd be wrong if I went in there and did that. He kept it real. So he didn't end up on the jury, because they're looking for people that are not going to be like that. Either way. Blows my mind. Let's keep listening.
An all white jury convicted him in 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah, I would think that's what it would be. You say, I think you can answer this, Cash Kelly. Was he possibly trying to join the gang? No. Nuh-uh. I don't think so. I mean, I can't say 100% for certain, but no, I don't think that's the case at all.
We know that they did not prove their case. They are currently sentencing Karmelo Anthony.
You know that they did not prove their case. Bro, there's a dead kid. What do you mean they didn't prove their case?
But we know that the Next Generation Action Network put the first $10,000 towards an appellate attorney. And we will fight Collin County like hell.
As you have that right to. You have the right to do an appeal, for sure. But I'm going to tell you right now, bro, unless you got some new witness or some new video, nothing's going to change. Maybe you want to appeal the sentence and say that the sentence was too harsh. They're going to bring up all kind of different cases where people got way harsher sentences for murder. That was bro. Fight, of course. Karmelo Anthony family, I'm not telling you not to try to fight. That's your baby. I understand. Go ahead and fight. You know, do your thing. I'm not faulting y'all. I'm talking about this dude right here that's trying to send people off. There is no, bro, that was a fair judgment. He'll be home in 17 and a half years if he does good. You know what I'm saying? He'll still be in his prime. You over here talking about they putting up money. This is what it is a money grab. You talking about you put up the first amount of money. Where'd you get the money from? And how much money did you raise? And why is it only you put up the 10,000? Why not say we paying for the whole appeal? You know what I'm saying? If you really that vested into it, this case is really like that to you. Why not say, you know what? My foundation, we gonna pay for the whole thing. Because I guarantee you're gonna be telling people to donate in honor of Karmelo Anthony, donate to this fund so we could get his appeal. You probably got more than 10 bands already racked up, and guarantee all of it is not gonna go to Karmelo Anthony's appeal.
I respected this process. I allowed and called for peace in this process.
As you should.
But Black America should be very upset about what went on today.
See, this is where I got a problem. Why should Black America be upset at what went on today? Why? Let's see if he tells me.
Now, before all of the internet lawyers and before all of the interpretation of the situation, I'm only an advocacy leader. I'm not an attorney.
So why are you up here telling people they need to be upset? You're not an attorney. You're talking about miscarriages of justice and all this stuff, but you're not an attorney.
I can only help families be able to navigate these processes when they find themselves in this type of situation. I can only allow lawyers to be what they are, lawyers. I can't instruct them. I can't stop them from doing anything. I have to respect the process just like anybody else. But what we saw today was flawed, unjust, and I ask that the community continue to pray for the Anthony family. I do not speak for them, but...
Okay, why not pray for both families, bro? See, this is what I'm saying. Why not pray for both families? You're saying the right thing about praying, but you're not... It's an issue for me, bro. It's an issue for me.
The community continue to pray for the... But what we saw today was flawed, unjust, and I ask that the community continue...
How is it flawed and unjust? You're saying these things, but you're not telling us how. How is it flawed and unjust? How? Because people watched the TikTok video? Because somebody watched a reporter that was telling them straight false information. False information.
Continue to pray for the Anthony family. I do not speak for them, but I know that the Next Generation Action Network will be here as support. My heart hurts right now because an ignorance of the law was done here today. Clear, we posted the jury instructions, and right now what we are seeing is a travesty. It lets us know that Black lives do not matter in the criminal justice system.
We not doing that again, bro. We not doing that again. that the black lives don't matter inside the criminal justice system and all this. Bro, nothing that happened in there, from what I understand, was foul. And if we're gonna get on the argument of Black Lives Mattering, bro, well then we gotta teach Black lives to matter to each other. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to fix the problem, then we gotta teach all the lives matter. Everybody's life should matter. Because if we was teaching that, well then maybe Karmelo wouldn't have been so quick to put a knife into another kid. You know what I'm saying? Maybe all of these kids out here, all of these, no matter what color they are, maybe they wouldn't be so quick to killing each other if we just taught them, hey, life is precious. We only take life if our life is in danger. When you know that your life is in danger. If you think that somebody pushing you makes your life in danger, well, then somebody's raising you soft. My kids know better. My boys know better. Life is sacred, bro. My heart hurts for Karmelo Anthony that he gonna have to go through what he gonna have to go through because he's a kid. Not because he's black, before y'all get it twisted, because a lot of y'all like to get it twisted. My heart hurts for him because he's a kid. He's a young man now. But when he did what he did, he was a kid. And he's another human being. And he doesn't look like a bad child. He didn't look like he was a bad child on any of his record. He made a bad decision. He made the mistake of letting his mind get the best of him. His fear or whatever it was, get the best of him. And he took somebody's life because nobody's teaching that life is sacred. You don't take life for something small like that. And you got people like this talking about I'm an activist. I'm whatever he said he was. Talking about everybody that's black should be mad. Yeah, I'm mad. Talking about black lives don't matter. Black lives matter to me. White lives matter to me. Brown lives matter to me. Yellow lives matter to me. Red lives, all the lives matter to me. Why does it matter to me?
It lets us know that we are not going to be afforded the same laws as anybody else. And I give a damn about nobody that feels like I'm playing the race card here. For 400 years, our people have been at the liberty and have had to suffer at the liberty of these laws.
Brother, I'm not going to deny that, right? I'm not going to deny what happened in the past of the 400 years. You can't deny it. History, you're right about all of that. But that's not the case today. Nobody can't say that that's the case today when we saw burning buildings and the 17-year-old young brother that was murdered, what was it, in Portland, and Chop, whatever it was, a young brother murdered by another brother. And then them people all let go on bonds raised by the Democratic Party. Kamala Harris at the time, spokesperson or whatever she was, doing bonds for people that was doing those things in them places. I'm talking about 400 years. You know, I want to make this point before we even keep going. I want to make this point, and this is for everybody that's on either side that's got you're biasing your thought process, right? When this bozo, I think I already done got him enough. You know, this guy that we talking about right now. So on the flip side of that, there's a lot of comments on X from people who I guess maybe are racist. I don't know. Maybe they're just trolls. Who knows, right? Talking about when I made the video about color and how it's stupid and not to be stupid. And the comments were, you need to fix your own people. You people. It's you guys are the problem because you won't correct your own people. Got a lot of that, right? Blame black people for things that black people do, even though you're not the black person that does it, type thing, right? And all I want to say is this. If that's the truth, if that's the case, and you say, black people, we put ourselves in this position with the ghettos and the crime and all of this stuff. It's our fault. It's all black people, like every black person, right? If that's the truth, well then, and this is how your logic works. And I hope that you understand this and you stop being racist after this. I hope that you stop blaming all black people for some black people, right? I wish that you would take color out of it completely, but if that's the truth, well then, shouldn't all black people be able to blame all white people for their condition? Well, Cash, what do you mean? Well, if you say that black people got to be the way that they are because of the Democrats did it, which is true. The Democrats did do all those things. The what is it? The Great Society, the welfare, all of it. Making black people with the victim mentality, giving them the victim mentality, all of that, right? It was white Democrats. But you notice, the racist ones will say, well, yeah, that's because they're liberals. It's the liberals, the white liberals. Okay, nigga. Well, then why can't I say it's the criminals? It's just the black criminals. It's not us, the regular people that work every day that's doing. If you can say that that's not us, we're the conservatives. Why can't we say that's not us? We just regular black people. We don't do that shit. If you can say you don't do that shit, why can't we say we don't do that shit? You see what I'm saying? How about we just be very individualistic and say, people just do dumb things. Doesn't matter their color. Some people support stupid things. Doesn't matter their color. Why can't we just do that? Because when you don't, you get people like this guy that I just had up on the screen. And then you get all the little racist people in the comments on both sides. You get that black lady out there screaming, talking about that the white kid should have died too. The white brother should have died too. Is she reflective of all black women? And let's say that she's a conservative, or let's say that whatever she is that reflective of all black women who are Christian and have a Democrat ideology? No. She said it. They didn't say it. When the racist people get up in my comments saying, on a positive video, saying stupid things, is that reflective of all white people on Twitter or on X simply because one white person on X said something stupid and posted a meme of a noose or some shit? No, it's not. And it'd be stupid for you to say that it is. Why? Because if you go through the comments even more, you see an overwhelming, abundant amount of love from white people, Mexican people, Canadian people, black people, white people, every people. It's a whole bunch of love in my comment sections of my videos. I choose to let that be the reflection of the people. Why can't we just do that? Why can't we just do that? It blows my mind, man. Let's keep it moving. We got more that I wanted you guys to see. Where's it at? Where's he at? He said some dope stuff, man. Did I save it? I hope I saved it. Maybe I didn't. I want to show you. Oh, here, let's show this. Let's show some kindness. Let's show some kindness. I want you guys to see this because the stuff right here, man, makes my heart glad. It makes my heart glad. I want to start showing more stuff like this. Look at this. Look at this video right here of these young, dark-skinned Americans with Coolio-style hair and dreadlocks over here on this one, trying to rob these elderly white people for their car. You see how I can spin that narrative without playing it? But look at what's actually going on. They're not really trying to rob these people for their car. Look at this. They're helping these people because they seen that they were struggling. They're trying to help them into the car.
Take it easy, yo.
Look at that. That's beautiful. That's beautiful to me. We don't see enough of that. We get told all these horrible things about each other. You know, what's another one? There's another one. Hold on. I want to show you guys this. And then we're going to get back to the Karmelo situation, but I need you guys to see this. Okay? Where is he? Oh, he's up top. Look at this right here. Where is it? Oh, right here. Check this out, y'all. Tell me this ain't beautiful right here. You tell me this ain't beautiful. These brothers just praying before work. These are the things that people capture on a day-to-day basis. They just praying. They just praying. Those are the type of people that exist more than what they show us with hate for each other. There's a bunch of other videos. The two little kids, the white kid and the black kid playing together at the park, just met each other, became best friends. Where's that video at? I got a lot of videos saved, y'all. My bad. I don't know where it's at. Well, we're going to keep it rolling. I want to show you guys this because you got to be careful of who you're watching, okay? Be careful who you're watching, y'all. Look at this post right here. They say Austin Metcalf's dad.
Soften the blow? No, you guys were trying to set up this young man, Karmelo Anthony. And no matter how you come up with your rhetoric, your excuses, how the way it's supposed to line, because you want to see another black person being locked up in jail, I'm telling you, if this young man becomes guilty, all right, we know, and this time, you.
All right, so allegedly, there's photos of Austin Metcalf's father, Jeff, with the judge and the prosecutor on his Facebook. I don't know if that's true or not. All I know is that it's hard for me to listen to any of these fucking journalists and the reporters because of how much they've lied. And a person can go and see how much they have lied if they just go and read the shit themselves or watch court TV of what's actually being said inside the courtroom. You can know for a fact that they're lying. So when you see stuff like this, it's hard to believe. And even if it's true, let's say that Jeff Metcalf is friends with the judge. You know that the judge don't come up with the damn guilty verdict, right? The judge offers the sentence when it's done. That's it. So, I mean, come on. Let's be real. The sentence that was handed out of 35 years, if that judge was a for real racist, if that judge hated Karmelo Anthony, he would have gave him a whole lot more time than that. 35 is what they give people on the low end in Texas. Don't believe me? Ask anybody from Texas. Ask any nigga that's been to Shane Jenkins, one of my bros. I was doing time with. He's from Texas. He'll tell you. 35 years. He called it before they even handed out the sentence. He called it. 20 to 35 is definitely manslaughter. Yeah. There you go. The judge I feel like the judge went light on him because he took into consideration, like, man, he wasn't a bad kid. He wasn't a bad guy. He seemed like a pretty decent guy. He just fucked up, man. Then you got people, these fake-ass journalists. They just want to see another black man in the prison. I don't think that's the case. You know, I don't want to see nobody go to prison, especially young kids. Like, I hate it, especially knowing how the prison industry is. And Texas it's a hard place to do time in. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to join a gang. You got to. There is no ands if or buts about. He's young on top of that. Yeah, he's gonna be a Crip or a Blood or a gangster. He's gonna be something. You know what I'm saying? And all the people making the memes talking about that he's going to have a boyfriend and he's going to get, the white boys are going to bang it. If you ain't never been to prison, please shut the fuck up. That's not how it works. That's not how it works in prison. When he goes to prison and he's a high profile case, black folks is going to come up to him. They're going to take him under the wing, and that's what it's going to be. And he's going to have to learn the politics and learn the rules of prison. That's how it's going to be. Plain and simple. But stop wishing that on people. Justice was served. Anything more that you guys are saying about, you know, him getting raped and all these things, like that's Val. And you got the nerve to call another human being Val, but you will wish that on somebody. And you say that you're a Christian. That's some evil shit. You're calling curses on somebody when you do that. Somebody think that me saying shit is cursing. No, that's not cursing. If I told you to eat shit, that's cursing you, which I'm not telling you to. But you saying that you hope that anything bad, if you're hoping any ill, any negativity, evil on somebody, you're cursing them. To cut this shit out, justice was served. There has been justice for Austin. Justice indeed was blind today. Color did not play a factor, no matter what the hell you want to hear from your favorite TikToker, your favorite Instagram presence, your favorite Facebooker, your favorite YouTuber. Justice was served today, and it was fair. It was fair. Stop letting these people put a battery in your back and get you guys out here, man, promoting hate. You know what I seen today? I seen a bunch of people. I seen this lady, number one, I seen this lady outside the courtroom calling people to Jesus. Calling people to Jesus, bro. That was a fantastic, phenomenal response. She's out there preaching, telling them like, look, you could bow now or you gonna bow later, but you gonna bow. Why not come today? Do you feel how hot that sun is? Imagine how hot hell is gonna be. That's real. We got bad displays if you choose to look at it that way. If I looked at every Christian, my bad. If I looked at every person that was a Christian that's on here saying evil things and horrible racist shit, am I to judge all Christians based on that? No. In my mind, I should know this person is really not a Christian. If I see a racist white person or a racist black person, am I supposed to judge all white people or black people based on that? No. I know that that's not a good white person and that's not a good black person. See what I'm saying? If I see a damn Muslim strap something on his chest and go and do something like what happened on 9/11, am I supposed to think that all Muslims are like them people? No, that can't be a good Muslim. You can go on and on and on and on and on. If I see one badass kid at the park, should I think that all kids is bad as hell? No, that's just a naughty little kid right there. That's what that is. It's not all kids are like that. But how do you know? Well, easy. I can prove it. I got kids, nigga. I got white friends. I got white family. I got black friends and black family. I got Muslim friends and Muslim family. I got Christian friends and Christian family. I know what the good representation looks like. You do too. You have good Muslim friends. You have good black friends, I'm sure. You have good white friends, I'm sure. No matter what color you are, you have those types of people in your life that you're like, I wish that everybody was like so-and-so. If every person, like some of you guys say in the comments, And you know, I had a dude tell me that he's racist in my comments. He said, I am racist. He got pissed off at the other video I made. He says, you're fucking right, I am racist. And I followed you for years. And I'm like, what the fuck? I thought that you were one of the good ones. What the fuck does that mean? What do you mean? Because you think that we're supposed to agree all the time with politics, or because of this Karmelo Anthony case? That's what did it for you? And then another lady, whom I love. I'm not going to say your full name, but Diane, I freaking love you. And I can't believe some of the stuff that you're saying just because you disagree with me. But that hurt my heart when I seen your comment. I said, dang. And then you had somebody else telling people to unfollow me. Joke's on you. Joke's on you. Since I started doing all of this stuff, and by the way, I've been climbing back up from scratch, from zero following, built it. I'm building it back up. Prison really did it in, you know? And because of my video calling people to unity and calling people together and saying how stupid race is, guess what happened? On each platform except for YouTube, which is still going up, just not as much as the other ones, over 1,000 people. And climbing, it's still going crazy. It's still going crazy. So, obviously, we can't just say that the bullshit doesn't exist. It exists in everybody. In black, white, brown, red, yellow, Christian, Muslim, Hindu, atheist, agnostic, Mormon, and all of it. Democrat, Republican, independent, doesn't matter. Whatever. There's always going to be bad. It's just human nature. We are truth and falsehood strangely mixed. You know? The good that we got that comes from God, that's in our spirit. That's the spirit. But people neglect their spirit and they turn away from their spirit and they believe that they are the body, and the body is the bad. The body is the body of desires. All them things, the sin, if you will. That's the body. That thing that makes you want to smack somebody. I got that one bad. That thing that makes you want to, go and do drugs or go be promiscuous and sleep with a ton of people or whatever the thing is. Drink the alcohol to the point where you can't stand, even though you hate how you feel the next day, but you do it anyway because your body wants it. But your spirit's like, man, I don't want to do this. I know some of the people that made them comments, if they're not completely spiritually dead after they made the comments and I replied to them like a brother, I know some of them was like, damn, man, why's he got to be nice? I should have said that to that dude. He's nice. He's all right. He's still a nigga, but he's nice. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of them had to think that. Start listening to that part of you. I've started listening to that part of me for the last, couple years. I've been really trying, and it changed me up a lot. I used to be bad. If you thought that I was a horrible person when I was young. Had a good heart, but I did a lot of bad shit because I was raised just in a place that I thought it was okay to do. And I didn't do better until I started to know better. And I learned. I listened to people. There were people smarter than me or doing better than me in life that I started to listen to, that I started to do the things that they did. And then I started focusing in and turning my heart to God, man, the best that I could, and shaped me up. And I became a better person. I'm still not a good person. I don't think I'll ever be a good person. But I'm trying my best to not be a bad person. And that's all I'm asking all of you to do. Just do your best not to be a bad person. That's all. That being said, man, I love y'all. I appreciate you for listening to me yap for these last 40 minutes. If you could do me a favor and hit that like button and a follow, subscribe if you're new to the page. And if you're not new and you've been here, send this video to somebody who doesn't follow me and tell them, hey, listen to this dude, common sense takes, not a racist, and definitely not one of the tap dancing ass black folks that you get, because there's a lot of those too. It makes people just turned off from ever listening to anything that's got to do with anything because they just tap dance. And I'm not a black supremacist, and I hold everybody accountable equally. And I'm a regular human being, man. I'm a dad that drives a truck and likes to make content. That's it. Truck driving dad that likes to make content, bring people together. And, you know, I got the 501c3. How do I fight back? Helping to keep kids off the streets and away from gangs. Street Lights Unity Movement. It's right there hanging on my wall. Street Lights Unity Movement. I'm the founder. Geared towards keeping kids off the streets and away from gangs. That's what I do. That's just me. That's who I am. That's how I fight back. So yeah, if you guys can help me get my following back up there, bro, I would greatly appreciate it, because we need more of this shit being put out there. Not the shit that everybody else is putting out there with the hate. Well, I don't give a damn what it is. If it's politics and they got shit takes, they're feeding you shit. They want you to be divided in your mind. There's no such thing as one side is good and the other side is bad. No, both sides got some fucked up. And then there's the other influencers that are just, if you're black, you're the best, and everything is good with you. And then you got the other ones that white is right. Everything should be, if you don't love white people more than you love everything, then you ain't shit. No, all of that shit is stupid, is dumb. Throw it away. We don't need them. We don't need that. People are people. We need common sense takes. We need positivity, but we need real. You got to keep it real. And we need some more love out there, man. More people pushing unity. That's me. So if you're with that, you promote that, well, then please like this video and share this video out. I would greatly appreciate it. I love you guys. I'm about to get up out of here and go kick it with my wife because I got to work in the morning. So, yeah, unite. Don't fight. Be a street light, because only you could be the change you wish to see in this world. And when you get too stressed out, you got to remember to pray, America, because without God, everything falls apart, and that's a fact. I don't make the rules. I just tell you what they are. That's all. All right? That's it. Catch y'all later.